How are you all? I hope that you all are fine. My name is Virda Nirali from Saraswati Group of Education. And today in this session we are going to see one of our new grammar topic, that is question mark. So it comes under the punctuation marks. Because previously I hope we have seen some of the punctuation mark, that is full stop, exclamation, apostrophe and everything. We have seen that, right? So today we are going to learn about question mark, how the question mark, the usage of question mark, how it is different from others. So all these things we are going to see in today's session. So let's start with that. So first of all, let us see that what is question mark. Question mark exactly क्या है? So question mark is a punctuation mark question mark is a punctuation mark that marks the end of a query, that marks the end of a query, and that query can be a part, a stand-alone sentence, can be a stand-alone sentence or part of a sentence. And another definition for this is a question is a sentence or a word. Question is a sentence or a word that is asked to find some information. Okay, so what is question mark? A question is a sentence. एक question क्या है? वो एक sentence है और या फिर एक word है that is asked कि कोई अगर हम किसी को पूछना है तब इसका use होता है to find some information. Now question mark is a punctuation mark that marks the end of a query. यानी कि अगर हमें कोई भी डाउट है, अगर हम किसी को पूछते हैं, we are asking a question, so at that time we are using a question mark, and the question mark will symbolize it as this way. Okay, a question that marks the end of a query, कि उसकी query क्या है, और जो query है, and that query can be a standalone sentence, और वो query क्या है कि वो standalone sentence होगी और a part of a sentence होगी. Now, what do you mean by standalone and a part of sentence? अब ये दोनों क्या है? What is standalone or a part of a sentence? What do you mean by this? So, by the end of this session, you will be clear about both this, that what is standalone sentence and what is a part of a sentence. So, first we are going to see the query related to standalone sentence. I hope that you understood the statement that question mark we are using when we are supposed to ask a question. कि जब हमें कोई question पूछना है, कोई भी query है, कोई doubt है, right? So at that time, when you are taking any kind of a permission, you are asking something. So at that time we are using a question mark. Okay? So now let's see how it differs. So I'm writing one of the sentence over here. Are you going for music classes today? Are you going for music classes today? Then I'm writing another sentence over here, that is Emma your friend? Is Emma your friend? Do you like cooking? Do you like cooking? So now over here I have written some of the sentences. Are you going for music classes today? क्या तुम आज music class जाने वाले हो? We have asked the question, and then last we have put a question mark, so that someone comes to know that yes, we are asking something and we are not saying. If you will put a full stop, अगर आप full stop रख दोगे यहाँ पे, तो इसका कोई meaning नहीं रहेगा, right? The other people will think like that कि yes, he is not asking, someone is not asking to you and someone is just saying about that thing. वो सिर्फ आपको बता रहा है, वो पूछ नहीं रहे. अगर आप पूछ रहे हो तो आपको उसके पीछे क्वेश्चन मार्क लगाना है, ठीक है? Then comes, is Emma your friend? Is Emma your friend? क्या एमा आपकी फ्रेंड है? हमने क्वेश्चन मार्क रखा है. Then do you like cooking? क्या तुम्हें कुकिंग पसंद है? So we have put a question mark. So ऐसे सेंटेंस जहाँ क्वेश्चन के एंड में क्वेश्चन मार्क आ जाते और बीच में कोई दूसरा सेंटेंस फॉर्म नहीं होता है, so it is not forming a different sentence. यहाँ पे कोई दूसरा सेंटेंस फॉर्म नहीं होता है. Are you going for music classes today? Sentence is over, right? So जो ऐसे sentences है, such kind of a sentences are known as standalone sentences. यानी कि वो अकेले है sentence, right? It does not need any other sentence to complete its meaning. So such sentences, when it is not having any kind of other sentences connected to it, right? Such sentences are known as standalone. This will get cleared by understanding the next example. So let's see another example. It is, I am not participating. Are you participating? I am not Are you participating? I am not participating. कि मैं तो participate नहीं कर रही. क्या तुम कर रहे हो? So here we are having two sentences. हमारे पास ये दो sentences. I am not participating and are you participating? So I am not participating means ये जो कोई भी person है वो सिर्फ बता रहा है कि मैं participate नहीं करने वाली हूँ, right? So this sentence is not a query. वो कोई query नहीं है. So we have put a comma and we have separated this sentence. यानी कि by putting something punctuation mark in between, we are separating the sentence. यानी कि यहाँ अगर हम full stop रख दें तो भी sentence हमारा separate हो जाएगा. Now this, are you participating? Now this is a query. ये जो sentence है वो query है, right? So and query always, अगर कोई query, that means a query always ends with question mark. Okay? Now another example I'm saying to you, are you really quitting this job? I think you should consider again. यानी कि यहाँ पे फिर से एक क्वेश्चन आ गया सो ये जो सेंटेंसेस है ऐसे काइंड ऑफ अ सेंटेंस कि यहाँ के पहला जो सेंटेंस है वो क्वेश्चन वाला नहीं है, दूसरा जो सेंटेंस है क्वेश्चन वाला है, यानी कि ये तो पूरा एक सेंटेंस ही है. सो दिस काइंड ऑफ sentences are known as part of a sentence. Here this question mark is a part of this sentence. And ऐसे जो questions है this stands alone only. यहाँ पे कोई आगे पीछे कोई दूसरा sentence join नहीं होता है. So this is standalone and this are the part of the sentences. Okay? Now as I told you, are you really quitting this job? So I've put a question mark कि क्या तुम ये job छोड़ रहे हो? And I think you should consider again कि अगर तुम मेरी बात मानो तो तुम्हें एक बार फिर से सोचना चाहिए. तो मैंने सिर्फ ये बताया है, मैंने ये पूछा नहीं है. So I have put a full stop over there, right? So question mark यहाँ पे पहले सेंटेंस में आ गया. So here it is like this way. So and when you are having a direct query, when you are asking a direct question without going round and round by asking गोल तरह के questions पूछे बिना, when you are having a direct questions, then which are the words you are going to use? I hope that you understood this thing related to question mark. So the question, the words which comes in when you want to ask a question, that is why, when, what, why, when, what, how, are, where, how, are, where, can, is, will, can, is, will, were, do, would. So these are the words, this kind of a word are used to ask a question. Now let us see some of the examples. Let me tell you. What is your name? Then where are you going? Why didn't you come yesterday? When you will complete your homework? Then how are you? Are you going to come tomorrow? Where is your home? Can you give me a pencil? Is your name Ima? Is your name Emma? Will you please come with me? Were you absent yesterday? Do you like cooking? Would you please do me a favor? Right? So these questions are used. So these are the words which are used to ask a question. Right? And now when a query is part of a statement, as I told you, अभी मैंने आपको एक example दिया था. When query is part of a statement, that I'm not participating, are you participating? So in that sentence is separated by using a comma, right? Now we can see a lot of questions over here related to this. Okay, so as I told you, it is used in many ways. So how we write, now comes a series of questions in one sentence, means कि एक series है. And yes, one thing that is, it is not necessary that when you are starting a new question in the same sentence, a capital letter is not required over there. Okay? So now the next thing which we are going to see over here, that is how we write a series of questions in one sentence. We use a question mark of every question in this sentence. We use question mark को हर एक question वाले sentence में use करते, whether it's a complete sentence or not. Capitalization of the first word in every question is optional. यानी कि सारे questions में capitalization करना it is optional. आप करो तो भी ठीक है, आप ना करो तो भी ठीक है. When you have a series of a question in one sentence. Now, what is the series of a question in one sentence? Let me give you an example. Where would you like to go? Where would you like to go? Question mark. The fort. The fort again question mark. The museum. The museum or the amusement park. Or the amusement park. So over here you can see in one sentence I have put so many question marks. Over here, over here, over here, and last over here. Right? Now, if I'm writing the same sentence again, where would you like to go? The fort, the museum, or the amusement park. So over here you can see that I have written the same sentence again and put the question mark also. But what is the difference? Let me tell you. This kind of a sentences are known as series of a question. Right? Series of a sentence, series of a question in a sentence. यानी कि एक ही sentence में कई सारे questions आ जाते. Then where would you like to go? The fort? Question mark. The museum? Again question mark. Or the amusement park? Again question mark. So, as I told you just now, that the capitalization of the first word in every question is optional. यानी कि वो optional है. अगर आप ये देखो, ये sentence finish हुआ, उसके बाद again new question. So यहाँ पे आप word capital, letter capital करो या नहीं, that is depends on you. That is totally optional. But the first word must be capital. Okay? Here also I have not done. But see, in the second sentence I have done the capital letters. So that means it is optional. आप करो तो भी ठीक है, ना करो तो भी ठीक है. This both will be correct only. Okay? And question mark can turn into a simple statement into a sentence. कि question mark जो है वो simple sentence को भी एक question में turn कर देता है. कैसे? So you are twinning today. So you are turning 11 today. Right? Means we are saying also we are asking a question. ये एक simple sentence है, उसको हमने yes or no जिसका जो सामने वाला person जो है वो उसका आंसर वो yes or no में देगा. तो ऐसे जो question है, so you are turning 11 today. We are asking yes or no? Yes. No. See here it becomes a question. Then you are reading a horror story. You are reading a horror story. I'm not saying, but I'm just confirming. मैं सिर्फ confirm कर रही हूँ यहाँ पे, right? So it is a kind of asking a question only. यहाँ पे मैंने सिर्फ question ही पूछा, right? So this kind of a sentence also can be turned into a question mark. And a question mark are always used in statements ending with a tail question. Tail question means a contraction, that is, aren't you? Then did you? Didn't you? Don't you? तो ऐसे जो है उसके पीछे हम question mark लगाते हैं. Means we are asking something, we are putting a question mark. Yes. So such kind of questions are known Such kind of a sentences, when we are asking a question, it always ends with question mark. If you don't put a question mark in the sentence when you are asking a question, then your sentence will be wrong. I'll cut your marks. Okay? Because as it is a language, English, so you need to remember all these small things का भी आपको एक ध्यान रखना है. Okay? So now I'll send you a worksheet based on this topic, that is question mark. I'll give you some of the sentence, so you are supposed to put a question mark, that whether in that sentence a question mark will come or not. You are supposed to identify and you are supposed to put a question mark, and if the question mark is not coming, then you are supposed to put a full stop over there. Okay, so this is all about today's session, and I'll also send you some of the question as a part of revision. If you know the answer, then you can answer me in the comment section. अगर आपको आंसर पता है तो आप मुझे कमेंट सेक्शन में भी आंसर दे सकते हो. And still, if you have any kind of a doubt solving the question, then you first go through the video, or else you can ask me in the comment section also. So this is all about today. I hope you all enjoyed this session. You understand the punctuation mark, that is question mark, well. So now, until we meet again in our next lecture, till then, bye everyone. Thank you and take good care of yourself.